Gemini is a Tavarian weapons manufacturer that focuses on high-tech and efficient weaponry that is utilized by majority of the NPC base in the game, everything from security officers all the way to outlaws. You can quite literally find the Gemini weapons scattered all across the verse, either it be in loot boxes or via regular general stores that just happens to carry an FPS weapon. Now, this is where I believe that Gemini as a ballistics weapons manufacturer actually falls behind its competitors, which would be Bearing and Castac Arms. Gemini is a sleek and an advanced weapons company, but their weapons just don't pack the same amount of punch as their competitors, which leaves majority of the player base selecting more favorable weapon manufacturers in Gemini's stead, which is going to point us towards the F55 LMG from Gemini. But hey, it's FC here, and I'd like to welcome everyone back to the channel for another FPS testing video. Now, the only reason why I'm even covering this weapon is because like 50 of you were inside of my live stream all asking about this particular firearm, left and right, mainly because it got a quote-unquote buff, which in my opinion isn't a buff because it doesn't really affect the way how the weapon deals damage. It only affects its reload speed and its spool speed, but everything else is still the same. It still has an insane amount of recoil, and its DPS is still the lowest out of any LMG in the game. This weapon is good for PvE encounters, but anything after that, it's just not worth toting around. Pretty much every FPS weapon, minus the grenade launcher, literally walks this thing in any type of FPS combat encounter. But hey, before we actually get the testing started, let's start this video off with typical fried chicken seasoning. You know, that delicious Asian saying, sweet chili. Let's read this firearm's item description. Featuring an explosive rate of fire that tops at 1000 RPM and Gemini's sleek and professional styling, the F55 is a light machine gun for discerning clientele who wants the verse to know that they are not one to be trifled with. The F55 is a pretty cool LMG that is akin to a Gatling gun, especially with the way how the barrel revolves. In today's testing, I'm going to be doing it in typical style by blasting Goporo in the chest. Now, this firearm's effective range is 30 meters and I can see it. We tried shooting it at 50 meters to a little bit above that to I believe to almost 100 meters, where it was almost impossible to shoot the target due to how bad the recoil of this gun actually is. I know CAG said that they reduced the spread to make it more tighter, but I'm not seeing it. You guys are going to see for yourselves in today's weapons testing video. Let's get it going. We're going to be doing weapons tests with the F55 LMG at its effective range just at 30 meters to see how well it does and if it could take out Goporo wearing heavy tier armor. We're going to go for the chest and, just try to actually hit him. See how fast it takes it down him. Okay, starting now. My God, the recoil is stupid. I missed so many shots. Okay, let's try this again. We're gonna zoom in on Goporo. Gonna try to hit him. This gun got so much recoil. Again, I missed so many shots. So when using this firearm, the timer starts as soon as the spooling starts. That all counts and it all matters, especially if you're in a combat encounter with this firearm. This is one reason why I still believe that this thing is not the best for PvP, but excellent for PvE, just because of how long it takes for the spooling to start and the initial first shot to go off. And I know, I'm missing a lot of shots for this first couple rounds, mainly because this gun has a huge amount of recoil. Its fire rate is so ridiculous that it just literally kicks the gun up way up in the air. If you're not precise, you're not going to hit your target, just like me. And that's something else I want to talk about as well. I know CAG said that they've reduced the spread of this gun so it's a bit more accurate, but if you're not able to connect your shots because of the recoil, then it's not going to perform as well as you want it to. But let's continue on. See, and I'm shooting low. I'm shooting starting off low, and even then, okay, those were almost all shots. We let's do 20 meters. Let's see. Yeah, right there. This should be better. Okay. 20 meters, heavy tier armor, F55.
Oh, you gave me 2 tiers on the chest and legs.
Let's see. One of the strong points about the F55 is how easily it is able to cause tier damage. It's been a well-known fact for a very long time that this thing can easily punish and hurt your opponent, but you got to deal the damage first to get there. Let's continue on by having Gaporo switch up his armor set to a medium tier armor to test out the TTK for the F55. F55, medium tier armor, Gaporo, 20 meters away, starting at the chest. It'll work its way up because there's so much recoil. Okay, 30 meters at its effective range, medium tier armor, Gaporo. Let's see if I hit.
You gave me a tear on the chest. That's not bad.
TTK is almost the same as if I was at 20 meters. Let's go from 30. Okay, let's see how well I do. I missed a bunch of shots again. There's just so much recoil. So the F55 is not a bad firearm by any means, but if you're going to take this out there and try to defend yourself against a player, just rethink your options. Strap on another weapon that will do a better job against players. But when it comes to PvE environments, it's perfectly fine. It handles itself very well. It's really cool, stylish, and you know, the way how it functions is excellent. Just again, keep in mind that it's not the best for PvP encounters. And now the last part of this testing, we are going to shoot this thing at range to see how well it handles. But due to its recoil, it is very hard to make consistent shots. We tried it just a couple times with long range shooting just because we wanted to see how well it does, knowing that it's not going to perform that well at anything past its typical range, which is 30 meters. I want to make sure I know what I'm actually hitting. Let's go 70 meters and see if I can even hit you with this stupid gun. Okay, there we go. Let's see if I can hit Gaporo heavy tier armor 70 meters. This is easily outside of its range. Its effective range. Okay. Oh my god. There's just so much recoil.
But you didn't hit me.
Oh, someone just spawned the Star Lancer inside of here. Do you see it? Look at this big old blue thing. I'm like right in front of it.
Yeah, sure. There is nothing there.
He says there's nothing there, but I'm literally you're gonna see on my screen. Go for it. Excuse you.
There is nothing there.
This now it's black. Now it's blue. Now it's black. Now it's blue. And boom, that is pretty much it for the FPS testing for the Gemini F55 LMG. Again, this thing is not bad in a PvE scenario. It actually does very well. It is very efficient after you get the barrel spooled up and spinning. You can literally mow down, hordes of NPCs without too much of an issue. It handles it very well, but in a PvP standard, it's just not there. Again, when it comes to that aspect of gameplay, it's on the bottom of the barrel. It is time for us to now go and venture into the the Onyx facilities down into the research wing where the elevator is at, where I could spawn multiple hordes of NPCs to mow down with the F55 to show you guys how well this thing can do in a PvE scenario. This part of the video I do not commentate on and let the gameplay do the talking. Also, as a reminder, I am hosting a giveaway for a Drake Golem with LTI insurance and a Whois puzzle box and a Morozov Med Life armor kit. All you gotta do in order to enter this giveaway is 1. Be a subscriber, and 2. Comment on any video I upload in between the time period of September 20th through October 20th for a chance to enter. But please tell me down below in the comments what your guys' opinion is on the F55. Do you guys enjoy it just because it's just another gun that you just enjoy, or is it kind of meh to you? To me, it is meh, but I do enjoy rocking it when it comes to doing PvE combat. Other than that, you won't see me out there rocking it unless it's for that reason right there. But please, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please slap that like button because it really does help put more eyes onto the biggest bird in the verse. But you guys already know who it is. It's FC, aka Fried Chicken. Big Bird out.
call me crazy, but I think most when you are not shooting, I'm not great as gun. You know what I mean? If you're not shooting the gun, it's not that good of a gun. Which, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but I get the point of like you having to hold down the fire. Then if you don't, you cannot like put a pause into that to take more precise shots. Having that limitation kind of sucks.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm trying with this stupid gun. It's trying my patience.
Is it the HMG, the LMG?
The F55.
Oh, I get you.
Yeah. The
We were
worst
doing
gun.
some FPS testing before in like a PvP control.